Hello football lovers, especially Chelsea fans. Let me introduce myself. My name is UB Pawada. As usual, I will provide the latest and most updated news that I have summarized for you. But before that, I want to remind you, don't forget to subscribe, so you always get notifications every day. As usual, before we start, I would like to thank those who have commented on my previous video. Thanks to Gicho Himwangi from Kenya, Eze Arinse from Nigeria, Nathan Katente from Zambia, Blessing Odinaka from Nigeria, Augustin Lajan George from Sierra Leone, Zara Ali, Amin Conte from Gambia, Kingston Kennedy from Nigeria, Anambra State, Eyong Sonem Manuelokwe from Nigeria, Lolo Fukis from Ghana, Anasali Dakata from Kano, Nigeria, Mwimbi Moses from Uganda, Kasese, Peter Zelex from Nigeria, Kamba Puti from South Africa, Martin Exodus Bukenya from North Carolina, Joseph James, Mohammed Haruna, Imo Sunday from Nigeria, Okwirtam, Madison Bokari, Basil Charles from Tanzania, Uche Opkara, Ahmed Maifatai, John Herbertson from Nigeria, Davidi Mankwachu, Olaonipeku Nayomide Nigeria, Michael Taylor Ghana, Onyemululuki Felix, Lee Habibullah Abubakar Siddiq, Mubiru Godfrey, Asan Jarju, Johnson Okitwi, Martin Dinar, Oladipo Emmanuel from Nigeria. This is Aliko, Patrick Cheroyot from Kenya, Blasius Azobi, Benjamin Asabil, Kelvin Sunday Raymond, Wasiu Lawal, Thomas Agyei Adomacon, Basil Charles from Tanzania. All friends can leave comments below this video so I can mention it in the next video. Thank you and enjoy watching. Cole Palmer left the pitch to walk the red carpet at the GQ Men of the Year Awards in London on Tuesday night. On this special occasion, he appeared with his girlfriend, influencer Connie Grace, in their first public appearance together. The 22-year-old Chelsea player looked dashing in a black suit and bow tie, while Grace, who also hails from Manchester, matched his look with a black dress that featured a slim midriff. The two, who have been dating for about 3 months, chose this prestigious event to appear together in public. A proud moment was also created when Palmer appeared with his mother, Marie, who accompanied him, and shared the pride of seeing her son steal the spotlight amidst the extraordinary achievements he has achieved this year. Palmer has indeed shown brilliant performances with Chelsea and the England national team, making him one of the brightest young stars in world football. Palmer's appearance at this prestigious event further confirms his status, not only on the field, but also off the field. After a stellar year, Palmer is back to focusing on reviving his football career, with Chelsea set to return to action against Leicester this weekend. Cesare Casadei is expected to leave Chelsea in the January transfer window, with Italian media reporting that the 21-year-old midfielder's departure is inevitable. After joining Chelsea from Inter Milan in 2022, Casadei has made just 15 first-team appearances and has missed most of the Premier League, including 9 of 11 games this season. Despite initially opting to stay at Chelsea following discussions with Enzo Maresca during the summer transfer window, limited game time has made his future at Stamford Bridge increasingly uncertain. A recent report from Milan Live suggests that AC Milan are now keen to sign Casadei in January, with plans to bolster their squad mid-season. In addition to Milan, Feyenoord are also reported to be interested, and competition for Casadei's signature is set to intensify. Casadei's decision to stay at Chelsea this season, despite a lack of game time, appears unlikely to last long. With Milan edging closer to completing a deal, it appears the midfielder's future could be resolved in January. Kawimhin Kelleher is edging closer to an Anfield exit after revealing his intention to find a new club where he can be given the chance to start. Despite links to Chelsea with a reported £35 million bid, reports have confirmed that the Blues are not interested in signing Kelleher. Chelsea, who brought in Philip Jorgensen in the summer to bolster their goalkeeping options, have no intention of signing a new goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez remains their first choice despite his inconsistent form. According to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea are not in the market for a new goalkeeper at the moment, with Enzo Maresca still trusting Sanchez. Kelleher, meanwhile, feels it is time for a new challenge. Having made just 20 Premier League appearances since 2019, Kelleher is hoping to find a club that will give him the chance to become a first-choice goalkeeper. As the player turns 26 at the end of this month, Kelleher is approaching the final year of his contract with Liverpool, who are likely to decide to let him go in January. Liverpool themselves have prepared for the future without Kelleher, with the arrival of Georgian goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili, who will join the club next year. Now Kelleher hopes that many clubs will be interested in him in the winter transfer market to continue his career as the main goalkeeper. Alan Shearer recently revealed his Premier League team of the season. Unsurprisingly, Chelsea duo Cole Palmer and Moises Caicedo made the cut for the team thanks to their impressive performances. Shearer was full of praise for the youngster, who has scored 7 goals and assisted 5 in the Premier League this season. According to Shearer, "I really like him as a player. He's very talented, and he's shown great quality." Despite a slight dip in form in recent weeks, Palmer remains a crucial player for Chelsea. Palmer has had a dip in form, failing to score or provide an assist in games against Arsenal and Manchester United. But Shearer insists that this has not diminished his influence on the team. Shearer also gave high praise to Moises Caicedo, who has shown extraordinary performance in Chelsea's midfield. Caicedo, who has made 38 tackles in the Premier League, more than any other midfielder in the league, was praised by Shearer for being a strong barrier in the middle of Chelsea's game. Shearer said, "Caicedo has shown great defensive qualities and has become a very important player in Chelsea's midfield. Players like him are key to teams who want to compete at the top." Shearer's praise for Palmer and Caicedo further underlines that the two players have been integral to Chelsea's revival this season and will be key to the team's efforts to achieve further success domestically and in Europe. Chelsea have made a solid start to the 2024-25 season, sitting third in the Premier League and winning their first 3 games in the Europa Conference League. However, there is one player who has caught the eye, and according to ESPN analyst Shaka Hislop, that player is Nicolas Jackson, who he calls the revelation of the season. Jackson, who has impressed with 6 goals and 3 assists in 11 Premier League games this season, has shown a significant transformation compared to his less than satisfactory performances at the end of last season. According to Hislop, what Jackson has shown this season is very different to what he saw last year. Shaka Hislop said, "I don't think Nicolas Jackson had a great performance at all last season. But if you compare it to his performances this season, it's a stark contrast. It's not just the goals, but the way he controls the game, the way he links up Chelsea's attack. It's completely different to what I saw last season." Hislop stressed that Jackson's ability to keep the ball and link up play for Chelsea has been one of the most striking things this season. As a striker, Jackson has not only functioned as a goal scorer, but has also shown the ability to contribute to the build-up play. According to Hislop, this is a big change from Jackson, who seemed to struggle to adapt his game last season. Jackson has shown a big difference, especially in the way he controls the ball and links up Chelsea's front line. From what I saw last season, it didn't seem like that was part of his game. But this season, he has shown that quality, Hislop continued. Hislop believes that this season, the Senegalese international has addressed many of the shortcomings in his game. The dip in form at the end of last season was very noticeable, and I think that's why I named him as the revelation of the season, Hislop added. The difference is huge, and Jackson now looks much more confident and ready to face the challenges ahead. Renato Veiga's career is now on a positive path, with many important achievements recently achieved. Under the tutelage of Enzo Maresca, Veiga began to show his potential, although the road to success was not always easy. Veiga, who previously performed brilliantly with Basel, admitted that the early days of his career outside Portugal were full of challenges, especially when moving from Sporting Lisbon to Augsburg. He revealed that the transition was quite difficult mentally. Veiga said, "Living in Lisbon was amazing, so when I went to Germany, it was quite a shock. Mentally, it was very difficult. It was the first time I was away from my family, and that was the hardest thing for me, because I am a very close family person. I lived with my family in Lisbon, then at 19 I went alone to Augsburg. It was like a village, a very different reality, but it made me grow a lot. I had to grow in a very short time, and without that, I would not have developed my character." Despite the difficulties, Veiga now sees those times as an important part of his development. "I try to take something from every experience and move on. I really appreciate those times," he added. Now at Stamford Bridge, Veiga is proud to wear the Chelsea jersey. Although he has not had many opportunities in the Premier League, with only one start, Veiga remains optimistic and grateful for the opportunity given to him. I am just grateful, honestly, and try to enjoy every moment. I am very happy and proud to be here. Every time I wear this shirt, it is always a proud moment, he said. Veiga certainly hopes to get more opportunities in the Premier League, but for now, he remains focused on giving his best at every opportunity. With the flexibility of his position, Veiga hopes to be able to make a bigger contribution to Chelsea this season. Former Arsenal midfielder Anders Limpar believes Viktor Gyökeres will join a Premier League club in 2025. In an interview with Swedish media outlet Fotboll Direkt, Limpar praised Gyökeres' ability and work ethic, which he said was very suitable for the Premier League competition. Limpar, who knows Gyökeres well, even being a mentor when the Swedish player played at Brommapojkarna, described Gyökeres as a very diligent and hard-working forward. He runs like a madman. When it doesn't go well for Viktor, he works hard with uncomfortable runs, said Limpar. According to Limpar, Gyökeres' relentless hard work is one of the factors why he is so successful. When other top strikers don't perform well, they don't work hard for the team. They save their energy. Viktor never saves his energy, continued Limpar. Limpar also added that although the Portuguese league is considered lower than the Premier League, Gyökeres has proven his ability on the international stage, one of which is by scoring a hat-trick against Manchester City in the Portuguese league. He has shown his quality against top teams, so I think he is ready for the Premier League, said Limpar. For Limpar, the next step for Gyökeres is a move to the Premier League, and he believes the 26-year-old has the freedom to choose which big team he wants to play for. Cherki is currently the subject of the transfer market, after his club set a €30 million price tag for the player. Interest in Cherki is growing, with big clubs such as Liverpool and Chelsea reportedly interested in signing him. Lyon, who are facing financial difficulties with debts of more than €500 million, are planning to sell several of their star players in order to save their finances, and Cherki is one of their most valuable assets. Lyon's €30 million price tag for Cherki is quite surprising, considering his inconsistent performances. However, the price reflects Lyon's belief in the great potential of Cherki, who has shown positive developments in recent times. Liverpool and Chelsea are two clubs who have been linked with this transfer. Liverpool, who are looking to strengthen their midfield under Arne Slot, see Cherki as a potential addition to their long-term project. Meanwhile, Chelsea, who are in the process of overhauling their squad, are also interested in Cherki's youth and quality. With his contract expiring in 2025, Lyon could face a dilemma over whether to keep Cherki or sell him in the summer to avoid the risk of losing him on the cheap. Cherki's transfer is set to be one of the big stories of the upcoming transfer window, with many eagerly awaiting the player's next move. Will Lyon be able to sell him for the price they want? Or will interested clubs try to push the price down given Lyon's difficult financial situation? Only time will tell.